hasn't it? Since I recorded anything. I don't even really know why. It seemed like the week before the Easter holidays, I was ridiculously busy, and then we had the Easter holidays, and there is just no point in trying to record anything or get my head around anything technical when my children are here. It's just not possible. And then since then, it seems like there's been so much going on, and it seems like I've always had a child home ill or something. So yeah, I'm here. I'm here and I'm ready to share my journey with you. And it's been a journey. It's been a journey. But I'm really, really pleased with where I'm at. So I will take you through the sock knitting shenanigans. And yeah, I hope you're all well. I'm really, really glad that you're back. I'm glad that I'm back. I hope you're all enjoying the beautiful weather. Like, it's just stunning. It's like summer already, and I'm here for it. I love the sun. I love that you can see the world waking up. It's just beautiful. Eddie loves it too. Okay, so finished objects. You would think that because I've been gone for such a long time that I'd have a whole host of finished objects to show you. Well, I don't. I do have one. Can we count it as two? Anywho, you ready for this? Can we count it as two? Because it's 2 socks and it would make me feel really good. Why do they look so ginormous? I don't know. Anyway, I made socks. I made socks. I made socks. They're shorties, and there is a reason for them being shorties, which I will tell you all about. Edward. Shh. I started, I think it was around about the middle of March that I decided to just teach myself to knit with the sole purpose of knitting socks. I just wanted to. I've tried so many times to crochet socks and they just never work, or they're bulky, or they don't feel right. It's not what I wanted. And actually I've never got to finishing a pair of crochet socks because I only ever make one and I hate it. So I just really wanted to be able to make socks. So I taught myself to knit. I taught myself to knit on DPNs. I taught myself to knit on Magic Loop, and I taught myself to knit on 9-inch circulars. So since the middle of March, which is however many, like almost 2 months, we'll say, I have been almost solely sock knitting. I watched a lot of Summer Lee, who I love her, got her book. But yeah, watched a lot of her, and she basically says, perfect your basic sock. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. There's so many different measurements, and every foot is individual, you know, so it's really worth just making loads and loads of pairs in all different ways and in all different materials, and, you know, just to really find your thing and what you love and your measurements. So I'm at that stage now. I know that I like knitting socks on 9-inch circulars. Like, that's my jam. I can knit every single part. I can do the leg, the heel flap, the heel turn, the gusset stitches, and the foot. The only thing I have to come off of the 9-inch circulars for, because it's not physically possible to do it, is the toe, because the toe, when you get to the toe decreases, it gets too small for the 9-inch circulars. So I then swap over to Magic Loop or DPNs or something. But other than that, the whole of the sock I do on 9-inch circulars, and I love them. The ChiaoGoo 9-inch circulars, 2.25. That is where my love lies. Like, a ChiaoGoo are beautiful. I've actually got a callus on my, look, can you see, like a callus from where they're so sharp, but I don't even care, because that is like my permanent reminder of how hard my sock knitting journey has been. I don't regret it. no regrets. So I have some acquisitions, quite a few actually, quite a few acquisitions. I have things to tell you, and yeah, so we'll just kind of get on with it. The first thing I should address, really, I should have addressed this. I was so excited about showing you my, socks, which I have worn to death, by the way, and I really need another pair finished so that I can wear a different pair. So you will notice that my name, or the channel name has changed. I was Campfires and Crochet. I've now changed to Hearthcrafts. And the reason behind that is, obviously, when I started this channel, it was crochet. It's not just crochet anymore. So it seemed a bit, it seemed silly just having the title as crochet. And hearth is, obviously everyone knows what a hearth is. It's basically what we would think of as the fireplace. But because I do 17th century living history, I know that the hearth was literally the heart of the home. They did everything. Sorry, bash the table. They did everything at their hearths. So they constantly had a fire going because that's where they cooked their meals, they warmed their water, they dried their clothes, it was their only lighting as well, other than candles, which actually were quite expensive. So a lot of the poorer people didn't even have candles, so they had to keep their fire going. And then in the evening, when the light went and the family came in for the day, they would all sit around the hearth, and this is where they would do things like mending their clothes or knitting or even just singing or playing instruments or just chatting. Like, that is where it was at. It was around the hearth, and I love that. And even now, like, we all have our lounges, our living rooms. Most of us have a fireplace or a focal feature, which represents the hearth. And all of the crafts that I do and the things that I enjoy, my home is my happy place. It's my children's happy place. Like, I quite happily stay in my house, and my garden. It's just where I want to be. So all the crafts that I do, I think, are like things that I can imagine if we went back to the 17th century, me and my family would be sat around the hearth doing. So I knit, I crochet. I mean, crochet obviously was, but you get the gist. So I decided we would go with Hearthcrafts. And I'm really happy with that. So it will stay Hearthcrafts because that, it kind of, opens it up to anything that I might decide to have a go at, because my ADHD brain will no doubt become obsessed with something after sock knitting, but we'll see. So I'll show you a couple of acquisitions first, shall I? We all love an acquisition, and I love the word acquisition. It's a good word. So now obviously my other half's like, well, where's my socks? Where's my socks? And I'm like, I haven't got any yarn that I can really make him socks out of. So you have to excuse me playing with my nose. I have hay fever, and as beautiful as the weather in it is, and as much as I love the outside world, it drives my face mad. I went to knitting club yesterday. Now, when I was last at knitting club, I got myself this, which is King Cole Rebel 4-ply. It is 75 superwash wool, 25% nylon, for approximately 438 yards or 400 meters. And it's in the color Rogue. And I think it's new. I think it's new because when I bought this, I got a free sock pattern with it. So yeah, I think it's new, and it's all these beautiful like blues and pinks and some purples, and yeah, I'm just really, I mean, because I'm used to using the hand dyed yarn, which is, you know, merino and whatnot, it's really soft, whereas this has got a more rustic feel to it. So I'm really looking forward to, because I love it, I love the feel of wool, like the rustic. It's not scratchy. I hear people say scratchy. It's not scratchy. I don't really know how you would describe it. Like, you can hear it. Like, I don't know. I don't know how you would describe it. But yeah, I like that. I love real wool. So I'm not put off by the feel of it at all, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how that works up. So when I was at Knitting Club yesterday, I had another look and I'm like, oh, well, these are the sort of colours that my other half loves. So this is in Defiance, which is actually a brilliant name for a colour for him. It looks quite purple on there, but I think to me it looks, well, I suppose it does look a bit purple. Anyway, yeah, so it's kind of reds and like rusty colours and beige and yellow. And anyway, he will love those colours. So I thought we can have matchy socks, but not matching because they're different colours. So I got my Spooky Yarn Club yarn through from Floof Fibre, and it's just beautiful. It's absolutely my colours. So it's all the purples and the teals and that kind of thing. It's actually darker than what I think it's being picked up there on camera. But it's beautiful, and the colourway is called Laszlo. And I decided, so because obviously we're still in the process of finding out what we love, what we don't love, I decided that I wanted to knit a pair on Magic Loop, because lots of people do prefer Magic Loop, and now to me the cable gets in the way. Like, I'm all like fingers and thumbs because I'm trying to like get around the cable and all of this, but I thought I want to do a pair of socks from start to finish on Magic Loop, just so that I can say that I've done it, and then it's ticked off and then it's gone. So this is what I'm doing now. It's actually I wanted also to do something with a little bit of texture. So this is, I mean, it's literally made up. It's just a made up pattern. It looks like there's a bobble there, but it's not. It is just part of the. So as you can see, I'm on the heel turn actually. I'm on the heel turn there, and yeah, it's just got a little bit of texture to it rather than just being a plain vanilla sock. And it's beautiful and I love it, but I haven't worked on it for, I don't know, probably a week now, because, sorry, had to smell it. Random sensory issues, have to smell everything, which isn't great. But yeah, I haven't worked on it for about a week, and I think the reason I haven't worked on this for about a week is because it's on Magic Loop. It's driving me mad. So I think what I might do is get to the end of this sock, push through on Magic Loop, finish it, and then do the other one, the matching one, on a 9-inch circular, because then I can put them on and I can feel what the difference is, because I know, so I can't remember, I watched so many different sock knitters, I can't remember who it was, but somebody said that their tension is a lot tighter on 9-inch circulars than it is Magic Loop. So I thought, that's interesting. I wonder if mine is. So I kind of think, well, this is the perfect way to decide if mine is, because I'll knit this one completely on Magic Loop, and then I will knit the matching one on, because I'll still wear them, even if they have a slight different tension. I will still wear them regardless, because like the ones that I finished, they're very different. Like when you put them on, I can feel that the toes are different and whatnot, but it doesn't bother me. It's a matching pair of socks. And once you've worn them for a few minutes and your sensory like things calm down, you don't notice. It's fine. I will pick that up and I will carry on with that, and I will finish it because I love that yarn. And obviously it's not going to go to waste. Kind of jumbling everything up. I'm like, acquisitions, that was an acquisition because it was my Floof Fibre thing. Floof Fibre Yarn Club thing. But then I also showed you a whip. This is what happens when you don't record for so long. Like, I can't stop myself from caking them up and using them. So let's carry on with acquisitions, because there's a lot. Now, Moonlight Fibre, who I love, and I've kept an eye on their yarns for a long time. Never actually bought anything from them. I got an email through. I'm in there. I sign up to her emails, and it said £10 skeins of yarn, and I'm like, what? £10? Like, I'm gonna get me some of them. So, but because I've never ordered from her before, I just thought I'm just gonna order 2, like just. Chill your jets, order 2, it's all good. So I ordered 2, and the 2 that came through, who knows? I haven't even got a clue. Again, like, I've undone it because I was going to cake this up and use it, but then I decided actually it says it's a 4-ply, but it's quite a thick 4-ply, so I was thinking possibly, I'm not sure whether I'd be able to do it on the 2.25s. I think I probably will, actually. Looking at it again, I think I was probably being a bit dramatic. Let's see what one this is. I've got all the labels here. Cosmic Halloween. I'm pretty sure this is Cosmic Halloween. Cosmic Halloween, it says sparkle sock. Weight 100 grams, approximately 400 meters, 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% silver lurex. And it's beautiful. It is so lovely. Like all those kind of greens and purples and and the sparkle. Like that's me all over. So yeah, I need to cake that up before it ends up getting all tangled. But yeah, £10. I mean, that was just, I was so happy when it came through. And the other one that I got with that, I think, was this one, which is Colorway Seahorse. It's a double knit, 100 grams, approximately 243 meters, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. Look at that colour. Oh, I love it so much. It's so lovely. Again, I mean, this is a DK, so I need to do a little bit more research into how much you need to make a pair of socks in a DK. I know that in Summer's book it's got a section on DK socks, so I just need to do a little bit more research on it. But this is just, I love it. It's so beautiful. And again, £10. And I'm like, oh, I need more. So I placed a second order. I ordered 3 because I thought, because I got in with those 2, I got 10% off. So I thought, well, that's not going to work on £10 skeins, but I went in and it did. And it took like, so I ordered 3 skeins, and then it was £5 postage and packaging. It took off £3. So it basically meant my second lot, I got £2 delivery, which I was really pleased about. So in my next lot, I got Colorway Pink Petticoat. It says it's a slub 2-ply. I don't even know what that means. I'm probably reading it completely wrong and everyone's like, oh my God, listen to her. I don't know what that means. But it's 100 grams, 400 meters, 90% superwash merino and 15% nylon. And it's like, it's curly. It's curly. I would really love to hear your suggestions on what to do with this, because it is beautiful and it's so soft and I love it, and it's curly and it's got like these kind of roving bits in it here. Yeah, I'd be really interested to know what people suggest you do with this, because it's just beautiful and I definitely need to do something with it. The next one I got, oh, I love it so much. This is the Colorway Taurus. It's a sparkle gold sock, 100 grams, 400 meters, 80% superwash merino, 15% nylon and 5% gold stellina. I mean, look at it. It's like the forest and the river all together. I just love it. And it's got this gold sparkle running through it. And it's really lovely. And I'm really excited to see how that works up. Now, I could have technically used this as my sock yarn for my other half, but it's got gold sparkles in it and I wanted it for myself because I love sparkle. So yeah, I'm looking forward to using that. And the last one that I got with that, again, I've undone this one because I'm silly, but look at that. Oh, honestly, they're just all absolutely fantastic. This one doesn't have any sparkle, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. I love it. It's just my favourite colours. And it's so lovely. And I'm just really pleased. I had to this one, before I go getting all overexcited, this one is Swamp Beast. I mean, how perfect is that name? I'm in love with it. Everyday sock, fingering weight, 100 grams, 425 meters, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. Swamp Beast. I mean, it's just, look, there's those pinks in there. It's just perfect. Yeah, so I've got a really good collection of sock yarn that I'm really excited about using, which is always good. And I really, really had to stop myself from going on and ordering more, because it's still going on, by the way. Moonlight Fibre. She's on Instagram and she is on Shopify. She is actually very local to me, which is one of the reasons why I've been following her so much. And I just love it. I'm just really pleased. And yeah, I'm really trying to stop myself placing another order. But yeah, go bargain, £10 each. So go and have a little look-see. The other acquisitions that I've got... Oh, so I actually got these ages ago, but I don't think I have shown you. I've only got one of them left. I've only got one of them left because I've actually... The work in progress that I'm doing at the moment, which is a pair of socks, is from this lot. So I got 3 colorways from Woolly Mama Yarns. Again, another yarn dye that I've been watching for ages, and she just has the most beautiful colorways, and they come with this really super cute tag. So Woolly Mama Yarns, like Pretty Ribbon. So this one, I mean, does that not just scream spring? I love it. This is Mint Mojito, 4-ply, 100 grams, 425 meters, 75% merino, 25% nylon. So all your standards, but look at it. It is just stunning. The other one that I got from her is this. That was Woolly Mama Yarns. Can't think what the... It's got something. Oh, sugar venom? Sugar venom? Possibly. I'll double check. But yeah, this was the second Woolly Mama Yarns that I had. And the other Woolly Mama Yarns is this one, which I'll show you what I'm working on in a minute. But this is called Cactus Flower. And I absolutely love it. And I will show you how it is working up in just a second. This is Creative Anarchy yarn, and it's called Berries in Moss, and it was a pre-order yarn that she put up, a new collection, but it literally came within a few days, and you can't see it too much because it's actually all balled up, but that has got gold sparkles in it, and it's lovely. It's like these dark sort of khaki greens and some browns and a little bit of red in there, and it's just lovely, absolutely lovely. And that is currently attached to a whip as well. So for some reason, I don't know why, I love Creative Anarchy's yarn. I love it. But my mouth wants to say Creative Yarnarchy. I don't understand why. Every single time I say Creative Anarchy, I have to really think about it, because if I don't, it's going to come out Creative Yarnarchy. What is wrong with me? Creative Yarnarchy. That is just what she is called to me. She will forever be Creative Yarnarchy in my head. But no, Creative Anarchy Yarns. I don't have the label. I probably do. I saved all the labels. I put them all somewhere. Who knows where? So let's go on to my works in progress, shall we? Because I don't have loads, to be fair. I don't have loads because I have been so obsessed with sock knitting, and I'll talk a little bit more about my sock knitting journey in a minute. If this feels a bit disjointed, this podcast, it's because that's how my brain is. My brain's disjointed all the time. So my first whip, I'm actually going to show you this because it is a crochet one, and I have seen it on so many different people's podcasts, so I thought, do you know what, I really want to, when this came through from Creative Anarchy, Creative Yarnarchy, it just was so stunning, and I thought I really want to make something, because I really love shawls and things, little scarves, shawlettes, things that go around your neck. So I thought, I really want that to be something that I can wear, you know, that's going to be seen a bit more than socks. So I really wanted to do a nice sort of shawlette scarf pattern with it. So I saw everybody making one called the Moonlit Shawl. I can't think. Is it Cherry Heart? Cherry Heart Designs? I've actually written it in my project book. I don't know. Yeah, Cherry Heart Designs. I have Moonlit Shawl by Cherry Heart Designs. I'll show you my book. So I started it on the 28th of April. Creative Anarchy. It's Berries in the Moss, and it's on the Night Sky base, which is the sparkle one. I didn't do a swatch, and I'm using a 3.5 crochet hook. And it's beautiful. It's working up so beautifully. And it's gonna be really lovely, and I can't wait to wear it. Had to smell it. It's so pretty. You can't get any idea of the sparkle here because but I love these colours, and it's just so beautiful. However, it's not a difficult pattern. It's really not a difficult pattern. But for some reason, I'm struggling. I've had moments of struggling to understand what it is I'm supposed to be doing. So I struggled slightly to actually even start it off. But then because it comes with a chart as well, I looked at the chart, which I've never been able to read charts or do anything with charts at all. But I looked at it and I thought, okay, that makes sense now that I've looked at it in picture form. So there you go. So I started off going great guns. It's been increasing great, and I did the middle section great. And then I did the decreasing section, and I was almost at the end, and I thought, that looks different. It wasn't decreasing at the same rate as it increased. So I'd obviously done something slightly wrong, misunderstood something in the pattern, which I now know which part it was. So technically I was causing myself to have an extra stitch on each row. So I had to rip back quite a lot. But I'm back on so I'm in the first repeat of the decreases now, and that wasn't the bit that I had the problem with. I found out afterwards, once I worked it out, it was the second repeat of decreases, and I just had to pull that bit out, but I went the whole hog and took it right back to the middle section. But I mean, it doesn't take long to get back to where it is, but I'm not reaching for this. I'm trying to force myself to work on it, even if I just do a few rows a day, just because I want it done. I want the end product, and it's such a beautiful yarn, and it deserves more than being sat in a yarn bowl. And it wouldn't take long. If I set my mind to this, like, I could have had it done in a week, but the sock knitting addiction is real. So I've been trying to make myself kind of do a few rows of this every night, and then and also because it's following a pattern, I have to sit down and think about it. Whereas at the moment, I've got obviously the one sock that I'm doing on Magic Loop, which has got a tiny little bit of a pattern to it, but it's one that I've made up, so it's fine. But other than that, I've just been reaching for my vanilla socks because they're so easy to do whilst I'm, supervising children. So that is my one crochet whip that I've got going on. And then I've got my one sock, which is on the Magic Loop. And then in my Peter Rabbit bag, a little bag of happiness, I got that from Stitch Festival. It cost me £5 and I love it so much. And this currently is my sock knitting whip bag. So the other thing that I've decided to do with my sock knitting, because I like, I've decided 9-inch circulars, that's my thing. I'm also going to do them 2 at a time. Now, can we just appreciate how beautiful this cactus flower yarn from Woolly Mamas is working up? Like, look at those stripes. I'm obsessed. It's so beautiful. And I think because it is striping like that, and I love it so much, it's really making me work harder on the socks, because I really want these to be finished, because they really need to be on my feet. I just love it. The colours and everything are just beautiful. So yes, I've gone with a 2x1 rib, which is, like I said, the one that I'm finding that I quite like. Now, one thing I would say about my sock knitting, I know that most people count rows, but I don't have the patience for that. So I have decided to go with measurements rather than row counting. So from the top of the cuff, so I measure the cuff, and I get to, I think that's about 1.5 inches or something, but I can't actually remember, and I haven't written it down at the moment, but something like that. So I do both the cuffs and I measure them, and once they measure the same, I measure the top section. And then once they get to the same measurements, I then start on the leg. And what I've been doing, because I'm keeping them in the same bag, and I've split the yarn. So I've got 2 separate cakes of yarn. And I have got the 2 socks, and I literally just put my hand in the bag and I grab whatever one comes to hand first, and then I just knit on that one. And then I know which sock is which, because I had 2 different coloured stitch markers, different colour in each sock, and then I just keep going on both legs until they measured. So these are from the top of the cuff to down where I wanted the heel flap to start is 13 centimetres. Yeah, I think so, 13 centimetres. So then once I decided that was long enough, then I'll make sure the other one gets to 13 centimetres. And then I have started the heel flap, which is just a standard knit slip heel flap. Even the heel flap, like, look how cool the striping is. I love it. So I'm not quite finished with the heel flap, but the heel flap on the socks that I finished was kind of the perfect length. Like, I really loved the way that these fit. So I will measure it and do that the same. And then I'll go on and do it on this one. And then what that means is I am not going to get stuck on the single sock island. I love that. Single sock island. How cool is that? But, you know, I'm not going to get single sock syndrome, like second sock syndrome, because I'm working on them both at the same time. And like with these, you feel, well, I felt like euphoric that I had finally finished a sock. In a minute, I'll talk you through the journey and I'll show you the ones that didn't quite make it. But to get to the end of that sock and just be so elated and then actually think, I need to make the other one. It wasn't so bad because I desperately wanted a pair of socks on my feet after everything that I had been through and the whole process. I needed it. So I was okay. But now I'm like, just do them both at the same time, because then there's going to be none of that. There's no getting to the end thinking, oh my God, I love this sock. It's so beautiful. I've got to start again from the beginning. None of that. So this is how I will be working, and I'm really, really pleased with it. I love it. I did have a disaster earlier on, actually, because I got too impatient. Now, the benefit of actually knitting socks on Magic Loop is that you can try on as you go. Like, I absolutely get that, and that is really, really helpful. But you can try the socks on when they're on 9-inch circulars. But for me personally, I have to wait until I've done the heel turn, the gusset, and I'm starting on the foot, which kind of defeats the purpose really of trying them on, because then, you know, you can't go back. So I do understand why someone that wants to try them on a lot would find Magic Loop easier. But now that I've made one pair, I know the measurements that I want on most sections of this sock. So I'm not worried, it's fine. But earlier on, I did get a little bit impatient. And I did try it on. And I learned very valuable lessons in patience, because all the stitches dropped off my needles. And I'm still very much a beginner. And when I drop stitches, I'm like, what do I do? Oh no. But I think I have enough knowledge generally about, like, with crochet and things like that, that actually I've done okay, and I managed to pick them all up. I worked out where the stitches were that I needed to pick up, and I've done another couple of rows of the heel flap since, and actually I don't think you can tell. I think I did all right. I think I rescued it. So you can't actually, I don't think you'd even be able to tell where that mistake, or it was literally an entire row fell off. So yeah, I think I've done all right. So they're the ones that I'm working on at the moment. And I'm really excited to have them finished. I didn't actually write down when I started those. When did I start them? I went camping this weekend just gone, and I was working on them while I was camping. In fact, I cast them on Thursday because I deliberately wanted them for camping because I didn't have a vanilla sock to work on, and because we were camping with a couple of friends, I wanted to have a basic vanilla sock to be able to work on. So I think I cast them on Thursday. Yeah, we'll go with Thursday. So, oh, it's Thursday today. So it's been a week. It's Thursday today. It is Thursday the something or other. 15th of May. Thursday the 15th of May. So it's been a week exactly, and I'm already at the point of nearly finishing one of the heel flaps. So that's really good going. Just to talk through a few things with regards to sock knitting. I have wanted to knit socks for so long, and I was really scared. Like, I genuinely, when I said that I wanted to knit socks, I had so many people say to me, oh yeah, but the heel flap and the heel turn and the gusset, good luck with that. And it was scary because I felt like I'd only just learnt to knit. And actually, I did have quite a few people say to me, you've literally just taught yourself to knit. Why would you choose socks first? And I'm like, because socks is the only reason that I taught myself to knit. But actually, having gone through the process several times now, I'm like, they're not difficult. They're not difficult. And if you are watching this and you're thinking, I would love to try knitting socks, do it. Don't be put off by anything that anyone else says. Because if you can knit and you can purl, then you can make socks. There's a few things that you need to get your head around. You know, like I said, it is very much, in order to make your perfect socks, it's quite a process. And you're going to get things wrong, and there's going to be plenty that you make that probably aren't wearable. But it's part of the journey. It's part of the process. And now that I'm here at this point where I know so much more, I'm so glad. I'm so happy. And just on that point, so this isn't even all of them. Okay, so in the end, I started off by making, like, I did the whole calf. This is like a one by one. I did the whole leg. I did the heel turn. You know, and this is a whole leg of a sock. And then I've got another one here, which is slightly shorter. And then I've got this one here, which is basically a shorty. And I'm still determined to make myself some socks with this yarn because I spent so long looking at this yarn, and I still don't have a wearable pair of socks with it. So I will cast this on again. But these aren't even all of them. But I can tell you that the reason I went on to shorties, and the reason the finished pair is a shorty, is because I was like, look, I know how to do the cuff and the leg. Clearly, that is okay. Like, I don't need to keep practicing cuffs and legs. Like, it's the heel turn and gusset it was the heel flap and heel turn that I was having a trouble with. And what I realised once I went on to and I had to change colour, that's why I went on to the Sugar Venom, because, yeah, my eyes were just, I'd had enough of green. But what I realised, and I had no idea I was doing, was I was yarning over. Is it still called yarning over in knitting? Yarn over, yarn over. I was yarning over the wrong way when I was purling. Now, it didn't even occur to me that that was even a thing. What I couldn't understand, when I was doing the heel flaps, I was like, every video I watch when they're doing a heel flap, the stitches are sliding along and they're all lovely. Mine were just super tight, and it was not fun, and it was really, really difficult to do. And I just couldn't work out why. And I was thinking it must be my tension, because when I first started crocheting, I had really tight tension. And I'm thinking, obviously I'm doing it again with knitting. I've obviously got a really tight tension. Like, I don't understand what is happening. And I watched a lot of, I even tried switching because I use my left hand for yarning over with crochet. And I thought, okay, so my natural thing is to knit the European way with my yarn over with my right hand. But I thought, maybe try and teach yourself to do it with your left hand, because you do that with crochet anyway. So I even tried to teach myself to use the other hand for yarning over. And it didn't work. It didn't make a difference. I didn't know what was going on. And I'd watched YouTube tutorial after YouTube tutorial. Still couldn't work out what I was doing wrong. Anyway, what I realised was I was watching Americans who, or Canadians and Germans, who were using their left hand to yarn over. So I thought, okay, let's find a tutorial from someone in the UK that uses their right hand to yarn over. And I did. And what I discovered is I was yarning over the wrong way when I was doing my purl stitches, which was making it really, really tight. And since then, it was like my epiphany moment. Since then, I have had absolutely no, I mean, look how perfect those stitches are in that heel flap. Like, I've had no problems since. And it was just something so simple that was causing so many issues. But I worked it out, and now it's like, I love it. My tension's perfect. I don't have any issues with tight stitches or anything like that. So it's, you know, you do have to, there are a lot of sock casualties, and I will keep these. I do know that I threw a couple away because I thought, why would I keep them? But actually, now that I've got these, I'm like, I do want to keep them forever because they're great. They're great to show people, to say, look, you're not going to get it right first time, or second time, or third time, or fourth or fifth, however many. But I've persevered, and I'm really happy because now I am officially sock knitting obsessed. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're up to with my sock knitting journey. I'm just going to carry on, until I have 1,000,001, and I want to make them for people for gifts and stuff like that. So yeah, sock knitting, that's where it's at. The only other thing that I wanted to show you, this is an acquisition, but it was a gift, and I love it so much. This is a book. And I mean, obviously people in real life that know me know that I know what I do. They know that I knit. They know that I do the living history. And yeah, someone bought me this, I'm so appreciative of it, because if there's one thing I love, it's old books. And this is, I mean, I love it. It's got like labels and stuff from previous lives, and I just love it. And this is called The Old Hand Knitters of the Dales by Marie Hartley and Joan Ingleby, a Dalesman paperback, and it is from, let's have a look when it was published. It's even got a name in it, F.I. Chapman. I love it when people name their books. So this was published in 1978, and it's The Early History of Knitting. And this is a bit of me all over. I absolutely love it. I have read through the first sort of few pages, but I really need to sit down and read this. But how cool is that book? Ugh, I love old books, and old books about crafts that I love. I mean, that is just perfect. And I'm so, so grateful that someone thought of me when they saw that as well. Like, I just love that. I love that a book like this brought me to mind, because yes, that woman there, that's me. That's me. One more thing. I ordered a Yarny Advent Calendar. A Yarny Advent Calendar. I'm so excited. And I got the one from The Corner of Craft. And her theme was Witch's Apothecary. I mean, is that even how you say that word? Like, I can't even, apothecary. Witch's Apothecary. Like, that's me. Like, I couldn't not. But I have gone with her weekly one, which is a weekly 100-gram skein. Because as the other one is like daily minis. I'm not quite there yet. I'm not quite at the point where I would really know what to do with minis. So maybe like the next time I do one. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. Getting The Corner of Crafts, Witch's Apothecary Advent, which is just really good. So when that comes, I will share that with you. Anyway, that is it. I'm going. I love you all. Thank you for listening to my ramblings, and take care of yourself. Mwah, mwah, mwah.